During my chapter, when I hit my rock bottom moment, it was the darkest time in my life. I came out of that moment wanting to take care of myself. Not only did I want change, I was committed to change. And I started looking for every lesson, for every approach, for every way that would help teach me to start taking care of myself so that I could move forward in life as my best self. Now, one of the lessons that had a huge impact, it was a pivotal moment in my life that really turned things around, is when I studied the yamas in depth. Now, the yamas are one of the eight limbs of yoga. They're one of the 8 approaches that you can take towards the practice. And there are 5 yamas. And these 5 yamas, they are guidelines to help us navigate through life's challenges, which will open up the pathway for exploration and personal growth. So it's about dealing with the outer world so that you can have inner growth. Now, the first yama, it's called Ahimsa. Meaning non, and himsa meaning violent. Non-violent, to do no harm. So it means to do no harm to yourself, but also to do no harm to others. It's really easy for us to think, okay, no harm, no violence. That means when I'm on the yoga mat, don't push myself too hard so I don't get injured. Or when I'm on the yoga mat, be aware of my body and how it moves so I don't kick the person behind me in the face. There's the physical of no harm, and that definitely is something we should take into consideration. But there's more to it than that. It's also in our thought and in our deed, in our intention. We have to think of it as no harm in all aspects of our life. So some examples of what I mean by that, you could think of it as no harm as your internal dialogue, what you're saying to yourself. We have our thoughts that are constantly going. What are those thoughts? Now, if they're self-criticizing, that's harmful. So the antidote to turn that around, to do no harm, instead of being critical, be curious. Ask questions, explore. No harm to what's going on up here inside your head. Another approach is that the relationships have no harm in the relationships with people all around you. So instead of coming up with the cold, hard truth when you talk to people, how about having kind honesty? Because it's the same thing, but one is a harmful way to approach it, and one is a more loving way. With your relationships, be honest and kind. Do no harm to those relationships. Another way you can think of ahimsa is in your lifestyle. The way you treat the planet and all the creatures on it. They are part of this world that we all belong to. They come under the category of do no harm. Do no harm to this planet. Do no harm to every creature on it. So to do non-violence, it is more than just an act. It is also your thought and your intention, your deed. And you can start practicing ahimsa right away. It is the moment when you choose love over fear. Love over fear towards yourself, towards others, and this planet. I'd like you now, just for take a moment, grab a piece of paper or a notebook, pen or a pencil, and write down ways in which you feel you harm yourself. Just a few minutes, just kind of brainstorm out where you think you might be causing harm to yourself. And then flip that piece of paper over and write down ways in which you can be the antidote. How can you change that harm into love? How can you bring ahimsa into your daily lives? This is one of 5, and I am going to continue to talk about the other 4 in weeks to come. These are powerful lessons. Thank you so much for listening, and I truly hope that you take into consideration and start bringing these approaches into your daily lives so that you can live your best life as well. Take good care, and namaste. Mwah.